Hello, learner. It is seen that despite the advantages of internal recruitment, organizations often have good reasons to recruit externally. For entry level positions and perhaps for specialized upper level positions, the organization has no internal recruits from which to draw. Also, bringing in outsiders may expose the organization to new ideas or new ways of doing business. An organization that uses only internal recruitment can wind up with a workforce whose members all think alike and therefore may be poorly suited to innovation. So, now let us take a look at the external sources one by one. Direct applicants and referrals. Even without a formal effort to reach job applicants, an organization may hear from candidates through direct applicants and referrals. Direct applicants are people who apply for a vacancy without prompting from the organization. Referrals are people who apply because someone in the organization prompted them to do so. Referrals and direct applications are considered to be among the best source of new hires. According to survey results, the largest share, that is over one-fourth, of new employees hired by large companies came from referrals. And the next largest share, that is over 22%, came from direct applications made at the employer's website. The next source is advertisements in newspapers and magazines. Open almost any newspaper or magazine, and you can find advertisements of job openings. Although these ads typically generate a less desirable group of applicants than direct applications or referrals, and do so at a greater expense. However, few employers can fill all their vacancies purely through direct applications and referrals, so they usually need to advertise. An ad should give readers enough information to evaluate the job and its requirements so that they can make a well informed judgment about their qualifications. Specifying whom to reach with the message helps the advertiser decide where to place the ads. Ads placed in the classified section of local newspapers are relatively inexpensive yet reach many people in a specific geographic area who are currently looking for. Next is electronic recruiting. In recent years, employers have shifted using their spending on job advertisements away from print ads to online job advertising or a combination of the two. Online recruiting generally involves posting career information at company websites to address people who are interested in the particular company and posting paid advertisements at career services to attract people who are searching for jobs. The next source is public employment agencies. These have become increasingly involved in matching people with technical, professional, and managerial positions. They typically use computerized job matching systems to aid in the recruitment process, and they provide their services without charge to either the employer or the prospective employee. Private employment agencies. In contrast to public employment agencies, which primarily serve the blue collar labor market, private employment agencies provide much the same service for the white collar labor market. Workers interested in finding a job can sign up with a private employment agency whether or not they are currently unemployed. Another difference between the two types of agencies is that private agencies charge the employers for providing referrals. Therefore, using a private employment agency is more expensive than using a public agency, but the private agency is a more suitable source for certain kinds of applicants. The next source is colleges and universities. Most colleges and universities have placement services that seek to help their graduates obtain employment. On-campus interviewing is the most important source of recruits for entry-level professional and managerial vacancies. High schools and vocational schools. Organizations concerned with recruiting clerical and other entry level employees often depend on high schools and vocational schools. Many of these institutions have outstanding training programs for specific occupational skills such as home appliance repair and small engine mechanics. Community colleges. Many community colleges are sensitive to the specific employment needs in their local labor markets and graduate highly sought after students with marketable skills. Career centers often provide a place for employers to contact students, thereby facilitating the recruitment process. The next source is competitors in the labor market. When recent experience is required, competitors and other firms in the same industry or geographic area may be the most important source of recruits. Another name for actively recruiting employees from competitors is called poaching. It has been estimated that poaching may account for 30% of the movement in labor. In fact, the most highly qualified applicants often come directly from competitors in the same labor market. Competitors and other firms serve as external sources of recruitment for high quality talent. Unemployed. The unemployed often provide a valuable source of recruits. Qualified applicants join the unemployment rolls every day for various reasons. Companies may downsize their operations, go out of business, or merge with other firms, leaving qualified workers without jobs. Employees are also fired, sometimes merely because of personality differences with their bosses. Not infrequently, employees become frustrated with their jobs and quit. Even individuals who have been out of work for extended periods should not be overlooked. Military personnel. Hiring former service members makes sense to a lot of employers because many of these individuals have a proven work history and are flexible, motivated, and drug free. They are found to be hardworking, smart, and intense. They have leadership experience and are flexible. They are prompt, used to reporting for work on time, and know the importance of a professional appearance and presence. And last but not the least, self-employed workers. The self-employed worker may also be a good potential source. These individuals may be true entrepreneurs who are ingenious and creative. For many firms, these qualities are essential for continued competitiveness. Such individuals may constitute a source of applicants for any number of jobs requiring technical, professional, administrative, or entrepreneurial expertise within a firm. So, in the previous two lectures, we have come to know about the various sources of recruitment.